Today we will be testing the RSI with VWAP and moving average.
But before we do, if you have not watched the first video on the channel and all the videos after that, you need to go do that now. Here at the Academy of Forex, we are building the best trading system possible as a team. There is also a link down below to sign up for TradingView. You can save a little bit of money if you use the link below to sign up for your account. You can also find a link below to join us on Discord. Lastly, if you would like a list of all the indicators we have tested along with their win rates, but you aren't interested in watching all the videos on the channel, you can sign up for our $9 Patreon, and you will receive the complete list of indicators. We also would like to introduce our Patreon exclusive Discord channel. As a $9 Patreon, you will be invited to join an exclusive Discord channel where we will give you a list of winning indicators and links for the MT platform, give you winning strategies, post trade ideas, give advanced advice, and much more. So click the link below to join our Patreon.
Alright, as I said, today we will be testing the RSI with VWAP and moving average. Before we do though, I wanted to put the testing scoreboard up for everyone to see. So to date, we have tested a total of 57 different strategies, with 14 of them being profitable. We've also tested a total of 766 indicators, with 308 of them being winners. The best ones so far were able to achieve a 100% win rate. Now you need to go back and watch those videos to understand the context of how they were able to achieve that. So go back and watch those videos and see what you can get out of those winning indicators. We've also retested in the advanced testing 15 of the winning indicators. 7 of them have been able to maintain the winning status. The best one is 76% win rate. Now keep in mind that we test most of these strategies and indicators on the Forex and crypto market, but they can be applied to just about any market universally. Okay, so today's indicator is the RSI with VWAP and moving average. And so we tested this one a couple videos back. And in that particular video, what we did was we tested just the 2-line cross. And so when the blue line would cross above or below the gray line, then we would go long or we would go short. Now, I did go in and make a few changes to this indicator just in the visual appearance of it. So I bumped up the background here. So this green background and this red background, I bumped up the opacity to 15%. And then the RSI based VWAP here, I bumped up the line weight, and I also bumped up the opacity to 100%, and the RSI based MA here, I bumped up the line weight and also bumped up the opacity on that as well. It just makes everything a little bit easier to see. And so the indicator here has distinctly colored zones here to the upside and the downside here. And so on the upside, it is green, and on the downside, it is red, obviously there. And so that indicates that the green section here would be kind of designated for buying, and the red section designated kind of for selling. And so what we are going to do is kind of a twofold type process here. Twofold type signals. And so first and foremost, when the blue line crosses down into the red area, that will be a signal to go short. When the blue line crosses up above into the green area, that's going to be a signal to go long. Now, I will say that for a short signal to be valid, it needs to be below the gray line. And I believe that it is every single time, but just in case, that is a criteria that needs to be met. I'm sure there might be a point if it gets really close to this zero line that it may not be below that gray line when it actually crosses down below into the red. And so blue line crossing down into the red below the gray line there, that is going to be a short signal. Same way with the long signal, when it crosses up above into the green, it needs to be above the gray line. And then the next thing that we are looking for, or the next criteria that can be met for a short signal, is when the blue line and gray line are below the zero line in the red area, and the blue line crosses down below the gray line like it does right here. That will be another signal to go short. On the opposite side, let's see, so here's an example right here where we have both of the gray and the blue line is in the green area. We get a pullback below the gray line and then a blue line cross above that gray line right here. That would be a signal to go long. And so that's kind of the twofold kind of setup that we're looking for in this particular case. Let's go ahead and get on with the testing so that way things don't get too long. So I ramble on forever. All right, so the first signal that we pick up is a long signal. Let's see, so that's the 50 marker right there. So we get the cross here above that 50 marker into the green area, and it is above that gray line there. Unfortunately, we do get this really long wick right here, and so at some point this this wick here, this bar pulled all the way back down into here, which was far enough to come down and hit that 165 pip stop there. Now, it is possible that it did go up before it went down, but we're going to assume that it went down before it went up and stopped us out just for fairness. And so that one is going to be a stopped out signal right there. Let's go ahead and continue on. All right, the next signal that we pick up is another long signal. You can see that we get that pullback under the gray line there, and then the cross back up above right here on this one. Unfortunately, we do get a heavy pullback on this candle, the very next candle, just like we did over here. And that one does come down and stop us out as well. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and fast forward through the rest of the testing. That way things don't get too long, and we'll pick this up when we are at the end of the year. All right, so that's going to put us at the end of the year right there. Before we take a look at what this was able to achieve over the testing, I'd like to give a quick shout out to our Discord server. So this is our Discord server here. There's lots of channels for anybody to join for free and hang out and discuss indicators, trading strategies, whatever it is that you want to discuss in general. But we also do have a Patreon only channel, which is set up a private channel just for our patrons to be able to hang out and take advantage of some advanced information. For example, this is Sasquatch. He's one of our members. He's posting pretty much every single day, multiple times a day, charts like this where he's marked out areas of support and resistance, showing exactly how you should be marking up a chart to understand how price action works and how price action works with support and resistance and areas of interest, channels, and so on. A lot of great information that he's putting out here. Our admin Jay does the same thing with futures. And so even if you're not necessarily looking to trade a strategy based solely on price action, support and resistance, and so on, it's really good to understand how to mark up charts with support and resistance and channels, and how they may play a role in whatever trading strategy or system you might be looking to trade. And so if you're looking to take the next step in your trading journey, your trading knowledge, highly recommend you join us here and hang out and see what you can learn. All right, back to our indicator here. Get everything back here and in focus. Got quite a few trades within the 1 year's time. So let's go ahead and count these out and see what we got. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, and 26. So we have 26 trades all together, and we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12 winning trades. And so that is not going to meet the 60% criteria, just like it didn't last time. And so interesting indicator, could, definitely be used maybe just on screen to get some reference, or maybe double check kind of what price action is doing. But as far as actually trading it solely in these ways, I don't think it's going to be a great idea. Obviously didn't turn out too well as far as the win ratio goes, and so this one's going to stay on the no list, and we will move on to the next indicator from here.